Hey everybody, it's Dr. Prax coming at you with our live vlog here, video blog here, March the 30th of 2013, and today's video blog actually comes from an article written by a medical doctor, a local medical doctor, Dr. Robert White Reiser, I hope I'm saying that right, and this was printed in the Crozet Gazette. And I have just got to say, he starts out the article titled Gut Nerves. He starts it out with the Hippocrates statement. Hippocrates, let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. And he goes on to talk about how there is an actual third nervous system that has been recently discovered. Well, we know we have the central nervous system, which is the brain and the spinal cord. We have the peripheral nervous system, which would be all the nerves that go out to the arms and the feet and the hands, etc. And Dr. Reiser is pointing out that there's a third nervous system, and that nervous system is known as the enteric nervous system. The enteric nervous system is one that is basically your gut brain. And even in our colloquialisms and some cliches, we often say things like, "No, I just had a gut feeling. My gut's not telling me this. It's not telling me that." So people have kind of been talking about that, having sensations in the gut, whether to do something or not. Now, I don't really know whether the gut has those sort of sensations or feelings or whatever, maybe yet to be discovered. But anyway, he goes on and he talks about this second brain, or really in this case, the third brain. So now he was talking about a very interesting commercial that was shown at the Super Bowl, and I saw it too, and I was blown away to see, I actually thought it was a joke, but I was actually blown away to see an ad for opioid users, for people who use pain prescriptions. Turns out that those people, one of the side effects is constipation. So what have they found? They actually found that they have a way for chronic narcotic users who end up with constipation. They now have a new condition that they are marketing, and this is called opioid-induced constipation. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? You got to be kidding me. So it is a problem. We hear our government, we hear our president talking about how many people are on opiates and painkillers in this country, and it's just ridiculous. Nobody is willing to roll up the sleeves, to get to work, to do what's needed in order to get their bodies well. And what Dr. Reiser is saying, and quoting Hippocrates, and I've been saying as well, is that we've got to treat our enteric, our gut nervous system better. And so, but check it out here. So the enteric nervous system is comprised of more than 100 million nerve cells that operate mostly independently of the brain. That's more nerve cells than the spinal cord and the peripheral nervous system. Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of nerves. There's 30 neurotransmitter chemicals that are produced there in the gut. 95% of the body's serotonin, that's our mood feeling, a feely good sort of thing, 95% are made in the gut. 50% of the body's dopamine is produced in the enteric nervous system as well. Whoa, how about this? This is something we really got to take seriously. The surface area of the GI tract, your gut, is 100 times greater than the surface area of your skin. And I read in another research article that that is about the same surface area as the size of a tennis court. Is it an important system? Think about if you stretched out all of your skin and how big that would be. That would be like a square of a tennis court. Your gut comprises about the size of a tennis court. It's huge, and so therefore there's a nervous system that runs through that. He's also pointing out that 90% of the communication from the gut to the brain, so the gut and the brain are communicating through this nerve called the vagus nerve, and that vagus nerve comes off of the brainstem and it goes down and is communicating with the gut. And for quite a long time we always thought it was the brain that had control over the gut, and it does. But it turns out that this enteric gut nervous system is really doing a lot of thinking on its own. So it's phenomenal how this works. So he's pointing out that disorders like depression, schizophrenia, ADD, ADHD, in my programs with peripheral neuropathy, knee pain, chronic pain, back pain, headaches, migraines, depression, the list goes on and on and on. How do I treat those? Fact is, I don't. And that's an interesting, maybe surprising thing, because at Chronic Care Charlottesville, we see and we advertise and we're looking for people with these conditions. And how do we do it? we look at the gut. It sounds weird to people, but you've got to have a healthy gut. So the immune system also, 70% of your immune system surrounds the gut. So we've got to start taking care of these gut nerves, this gut brain. So how do we do it? We do it with, get this, a really super good, clean, and anti-inflammatory diet. So that'll come up next. I'll share that with you in another blog. I just wanted to